up, y'all? It's your girl Zeze back with another mother loving vid. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on my notifications bell, get us a thumbs up, share this mug, all that. You feel me? So today's video is going to be another reaction, okay? So I'm pretty sure y'all are familiar with the pink sauce lady. It's this black woman. She went viral on TikTok for making this pink sauce, and it went viral so quick. Like, her demand got so high so fast that, she kind of was rushing her products out, or she didn't prepare as best as she could. So there was a bunch of TikToks created about, complaints about the product, how people was getting bottles that were swollen. I seen a couple other ones where people was talking about like the packaging was messed up, or like the bottle might have burst inside the packaging. And then this one particular lady went viral because she made a video. She actually made a couple videos, and one of the videos that she made about the sauce was her going to go get it tested in a lab. Now, she never posted the results of the test, but she did post a TikTok of her going to go get it tested, and that went viral. What I'm reacting to is the pink sauce lady and that woman who went viral for going to go get her sauce test. They're having a conversation on this talk show. Shout out to his content creator, what's his name? A to Z. But Tozy, yeah, he gives some pretty good commentary on here. But y'all know we B1 FBA all day, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta give out perspective, okay? You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it.
I haven't met her yet, and just kind of the last line of her saying that I harassed her just didn't make me uncomfortable, because I never set out to harass anybody. And I think that's like a little bit delusional to say something like that.
So tell me, from your perspective, she says that she didn't harass you.
I think it's delusional to send a sample to a laboratory after you stuck your finger in it.
Why? That just sounds like you have something to hide. Like, why would someone care if they sent their sauce to a lab? They're a customer. They bought the sauce to begin with. And if everything's great, there shouldn't be a problem. I don't think Stubbs or Sweet Baby Ray's would care if I bought one of their sauces and sent it to a lab. I feel like this whole show just comes across as fake and almost brain dead because, hey, they've already came to a conclusion. They want to defend Chef P and downplay her negligence and then say shame on the person who critiqued her.
As far as, her going to go test this lady's product out, I mean, to be objective, like the dude said, if you tested, some of these major store brands, or even smaller store brands that are in stores and went to get them tested, they wouldn't be afraid because there's nothing to have. However, like, the difference is you're not likely to do that. Most people aren't going out to test Sweet Baby Ray's and and of course that's partially because a lot of those brands have been around for however long, and they're kind of trusted at, to a degree. Like, if I get a bottle of ketchup that tastes kind of off, I'm not sending it into a laboratory. Like, the chances of that happening for an average person to do that, it's just unlikely. So it was a little press, I'm like, it wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong for doing it, but it's a little Karen-y. It's a little press. Like, you didn't have to go to no lab and then put it on TikTok. You didn't have to do that. Just saying.
So I saw it and I was like, wow, this is such a cool sauce. It's bright pink. Like, I'm a sauce girl. So when I was doing the review, there was just so many red flags that I saw in it. Like the label, when you make a USDA label, you have to put in batch numbers, because if something were to be recalled, you have to be able to trace it down to the salt and pepper that is in something. And so if something...
Wait, not to cut you off, but to cut you off. So you didn't see the video because you follow me, right?
Well, I want to hear Alex.
She's like, she's talking too much. We can't let her flip the narrative.
She was being kind of rude to this lady, I mean, even the fact that she said she thought it was delusional for her to do that, like, you don't word it like, even if you did think it was delusional, like I said, it was a little press. But if I was the business owner, I'm not going to say that to the customer, like, yeah, you're delusional for doing that. It's like, I understand your concerns. You got to still have a level of professionalism. Like, even if you're just getting started, you to just be starting to have a customer up here that has complaints, and although you thought the way she delivered her complaints was egregious or distasteful, that doesn't change the matter of fact of, the complaint. So that's what you need to be focusing on, not how you think she should have went about it.
You had your time to talk, so just let me have mine. So I understand, like, if it does have dairy in it, you see all these concerns. You saw my TikTok. I follow you. You have my address, my phone number, my email. If once I posted my original video, if you wanted to make things right as a business owner, when you create a product, that's your pride and joy. You send it off to someone, they don't like it. You're like, oh my gosh, like, that's my pride and joy. Let me fix it.
You weren't contacted by Chef P?
And the thing is, if you knew I had a problem with it, you could have contacted me and I could have turned around. And I'm not a hateful person. I could have been like, wow, Chef P contacted
So
me.
you're saying that you contacted me?
No, I'm saying you
I
didn't
never
contact
received.
me.
Okay, but why would I contact someone who's fabricating something on the internet?
It kind of hurts my spirit, my soul, just a little bit to have to side with the, you know, seemingly Karenish white woman and even a white boy. Like, you know, I don't want to have to side against a black person. But she's kind of right. Again, I can't fake. When you get complaints like that, regardless of how egregious or how the complaint was done, that is something you should address. Now, you do have your, you know, when people are like doing too much, you got people that want to curse you out, want to disrespect you. Now, that's one thing. Okay. Now, as a business owner, you have the right to, you know, refuse service. But if she just put up a TikTok talking about the complaint she had, even going as far as taking your product and taking it to the lab, if she's just doing that, I mean, what's the, like, from the first TikTok, like she said, you could have reached out. If you had all that information about it, you could have, and you seen the TikTok that went viral, you could have easily reached out to her and corrected. And honestly, that would have been the best route to go. Instead, you so caught in your damn ego, you so caught up in your feelings and the fact that she even got the audacity, the caucasity, share with the world the complaints she has about your product.
Just wanted to say this because I hadn't at the beginning. Her product actually got people sick. And so, although she's trying to act like she's this victim of clout chasing, which to a degree she is, because I did see an interview that somebody actually tried to fake their death because of her product. So, people was clout chasing. However, she's not addressing the core issue. This is a food product. You could have really got people seriously sick, or somebody could have really died, depending on what was in your product. So, yeah, she needs to address that.
You're fabricated. To be honest, you're not special. You're not special. Okay? So why should I lose my mind?
What is going on here?
And you know what that is? You know why the audience is clapping? This is about, like, liberal intersectionalism. This is about the confusion and the lack of responsibility that comes with these liberal ideas. You get business owners like this, or social influencers, or actresses, or community activists, or whatever the case may be, act like they're on this feminist ways, like, oh, I'm a boss, I do what I want, fight the patriarchy, oh, support black women lives matters, protect black women. But then when it's time to really put in all of the work and take accountability for what you are doing, you don't want to do that outside of the positive side of that. Back up in the corner, and now it's time to throw out all these little BS ideas from your liberal feminism. You're just going to send a black woman's product in as a white woman. How could you even feel comfortable? It's like, that's not what she's saying, but that's what this is fueling off of. This is even what the host is kind of fueling off of. He's supporting this fake sisterhood that black women have with effeminate black men. So he might even really see what the white girl is saying, but he's so caught up in not trying to get chastised that he don't want to go against this black woman. He like, oh, well, let me just support the delusion.
I joked a little bit earlier about siding with the white woman. Y'all know I would never, for real. But it's really about siding with truth, or standing in truth, and that's what the host was supposed to do. At the very least, be neutral, because there's three sides to every story: her side, and the truth usually is somewhere in the middle. Okay, he was supposed to figure out what's that middle. Instead, he chose to back up the black woman to support that fake sisterhood, and it wasn't even on no B1 stuff. I could even understand if it was supposed to be B1, but that was some fake sisterhood stuff.
She allegedly received a questionable product, and you're claiming that she fabricated it. What is the audience clapping for? I hate shows like this because they're trying to like manufacture some girl boss moment, when in reality it just shows that she's bad at PR. But they go for a break and they come back here.
I could have, taken down the video and done my testing and kept it to myself, which I did.
No, you could have reached out to me like, hey, girl, you know what? I see what you're doing. It's amazing and all. I'm a supporter, but I think you should look into this. Take this step. Did you research this?
I don't know if he's about to say this, but it kind of sounds like it. I mean, yeah, it would make sense if that was your friend, if she knew you, if she, even if she genuinely just wanted to do that, sure, if she just wanted to do that, but that's not something that she has to do. She's a customer. She don't owe you from a can of paint. She don't owe you nothing. Literally, honestly, she could have dragged your product worse than what she did if she decided to, but she just put up a complaint and pointed out the things that she's seen wrong with your product, and then would go get it tested again. Too much. She's giving you her hard-earned money. Baby, that's all that matters. So that's what you need to focus on, trying to keep.
Did you check out your packaging there versus trying to tear down my business and my livelihood.
But your business and your livelihood seems like it's putting your customers at risk.
You could have contacted me directly,
Can you receive
Why would she though?
You keep saying that I should have reached out to you, but
You should have.
So, and I'm gonna touch your hand when I say this. When I say
What is going on here?
I meant that as you're not special as far as someone trying to hurt me.
What is going on?
Ooh, yeah, hell nah, the delusion is real. I don't know what she's talking about right now. Egregious. And again, here go the host doing that BS. Can you receive that? He's on, again, supporting that BS sisterhood. He's really being condescending. Like, I would that, like, it would be graceful of this woman to not get on the internet after this and completely drag her through the mud, or drag her company through the mud, because you really got up here and now you try to. This is another thing that that's egregious, Black women, we can do though, is this fake humbleness. I'm gonna grab your hand. Y'all haven't been in a a Black woman ever done that to you? With something, a lot of times, well, should I say, in my experience, a lot of times I've had that done with church women. Like, they want to act like they fake sincere, like they really pass in judgment, or they really have this self-righteousness about them, but they're trying to make it seem like, oh, look, I'm just saying this. I want you to feel me. I'm not mad at you. It's about this objective thing, but it's not about that objective thing. It's about your feelings is hurt. It's about you think you right, that need to be right. Shout out to the brother Kevin James. It's about, not what you're trying to portray it as to be.
Not special. Why are you currently holding her hand and raging at her for simply critiquing your product on TikTok? This just doesn't make sense.
So I didn't take it as a direct insult, because I know the industry and I know how people use different topics to build their platforms.
I think this is a moment of reflection.
Absolutely. And I think it's a moment of learning on both parts.
I think the learning is more on your part.
What? Ayo, put me in.
Not the host, bruh. He really was trying it. Boy, you gotta chill. No, egregious. She is correct again. It is learning on both sides. Like, yeah, your Karen ass, even though it probably ain't gonna learn. Karen's gonna be learning for real. But on her side, yes, she could have been a bit nicer in her approach. Maybe she could, especially because she's a small business, she just got started. You could have had a bit more grace and empathy for her business, okay? Rather than just trying to go out and expose her like that, even if she hadn't responded to you. But on the other hand, which is really the main thing, she's not comprehending at all that she was wrong, okay, for how she handled the situation. You sending out a product that was not completely correct, that had something wrong with it, and not just one. We're talking about multiple products that it was something wrong with. Okay, that's on you. You need to take responsibility for that. So yeah, this is egregious, outrageous and everything in between. But yeah, this is definitely a side effect from supporting this blind fake wokeness, okay, where you just talking about support everybody, hashtag everybody ism that, phobia this, like, it gets real. They muddy the waters, okay? And now you get people like this who think they could use those talking points to excuse their lack of accountability or behavior. So here we are. Anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Have you tasted the pink sauce? Did you try it out? Have you seen it? What was your thoughts on it? Have you seen it in any of the reviews? What did you think about how she handled the situation? Do you own a business, or do you know someone who is a business owner? And how do you think that they would have handled it? What's the proper way to do this? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Other than that, baby, that's all I got. All right, y'all. We do not play by our green. You fuck with the team. Might find your West in the creek. We crossing our T's. We don't never miss a beat.